Today, I will be talking to you about tanning beds. According to FDA.gov, tanning beds have risk. The purpose of this speech is to help you get educated and also to learn other ways to get a bronze. After my research, I have learned the ugly truth about tanning beds. People are so desperate to get a nice tan, they don't even think about the risk anymore. I'm going to tell you about tanning beds, what they do to our health, and ways to achieve a tan other than hurting your body. What's a bed and how it works, tanning addiction, risks, and other ways to get a tan. By the end of the speech, my goal is to have you persuaded to stop using tanning beds once and for all. What a tanning bed is and how it works. A tanning bed is a machine for a fake tan. The machine uses UV rays that imitate the sun that we see every day. The tanning bed has bulbs and UV lamps that produce the radiations. Instead of the sun, people use a tanning bed because it is a lot faster and less time consuming. This is all according to myonlyhealth.com. Even though beds are easy to use and less time consuming, it is not worth it in the end. At least to me. Another way tanning beds are not healthy is they can cause tanning addictions. According to Hosea, sun gives us the vitamin D that we need to live. We cannot live without this vitamin D. Many people begin to use tanning beds at a very young age. They do it once or twice, and then they end up doing it for the rest of their lives, and they cannot stop. It is a lifelong addiction. People believe that this is a made-up disease, but this has actually taken very many victims. You would be surprised. According to scientificamerican.com, they did a study that showed frequent tanners that undergo withdrawal symptoms. If tanning addiction doesn't scare you enough, let me now talk to you about taking health risks from tanning beds and what it does to our body. The health risks that tanning beds do is a lot. The amount of risk due to beds is disturbing. The first thing they can cause is skin to wrinkle early, which is a sign of premature aging. Another way it can be risky is it can give us the lifelong disease that we all know about, skin cancer. Another way that tanning beds can do a risk to us is eye damage from the UV rays that the tanning bed emits as an imitation of the sun we all see. This eye damage is irreversible, all according to FDA.gov. Since most people want a tan, especially young girls, I'm going to tell you about the other ways to achieve the tan without all the health risks. Now, the Skin Cancer Foundation says to use makeup to bronze and tan. Pale skin, like myself, can use a light blush, a very light bronzer. Deeper skin tones can use a darker blush and a deep bronzer. Medium skin tones can use a medium blush and a medium bronzer. This is all according to healthline.com. Another way to tan without the risk is self-tanner. Self-tanner is an imitation tan that you can put on with the mitt, and you can rub it all over anywhere you want to be tan, and it will give you the bronze and a look that will last for about a week, and it'll happen over time while you're sleeping. Very useful. You can also get a spray tan, which is you go to a spray tan salon and they get a solution of spray tan, and they spray it all over your body to make you tan. Now, this will take about 8 hours to develop, but it is worth it in the end without all the risks. These also gives you the option of getting the exact color you want and no sunburn lines or tan lines, and really doesn't take much time either. These factors are good to consider for your health and your well-being. Hopefully, you will all reconsider the use of tanning beds and the other methods to tan. I explained how the beds work and what they are, tanning addictions, the health risks that tanning beds do, and other ways to achieve the tan that you really want. So next time that you decide to get a tan, I hope the information I researched convinces you to use less harmful technique for tanning. Thank you so much for listening.